It's not going to be the Bruno.
Okay, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, game kelima. Apbr menentang Blacklist International sama nama kita saksikan. Siapakah yang bakal menangkan game kau nanti?
Apa beza meta Filipina dengan Malaysia? Lebih kurang je. Cuma beza dia orang rotation tau dengan disiplin tau.
For the season 12 championships. It's a foot. Apbr with a quick start.
Look at this. Renegade already playing into this side of the jungle. Just going to get the information that they need and work around with that.
Oh, Renegade. Well, what an interesting decision by Blacklist International. They know that they can control the jungling speed here of Kyle TZ if they just send their Akai and they wouldn't have to worry.
Makro doang pun beza guys.
What if they're going to push him?
Hero lebih kurang.
Already getting that flicker out. It's good that he had that, but again, you know, this is crucial for Blacklist.
Akai roam. It will throw off the team fighting of Apbr, especially around that nether realm. So Fuse gonna have to hold on to that. All the toughest things that you can build for an Akai picked up. Pull yourself together for that Ruby.
Korang tahu kan Hyper Popol buff kan? Blacklist ada bawa tau, tapi kalah dia bawa Popol Copa ni. Game ni kita tak tahu. Tengok mana tahu jadi pula game ni kan. Sama-sama kita tengok
And just like the Popol and Koopa, gonna be rushing damage. Assassin Emblem.
Yep. Triple flicker on Apbr. I think that's how they're going to address the whole range situation. Renegade in trouble.
Renegade, they know he doesn't have a flicker here. First blood go in the hands of Kyle TZ. There's the answer though. Haji couldn't get the cleanup he was looking for, and Sensui joins a little bit late. So first blood in the hands of Apbr.
Great space here for Blacks International, given that they sent Kyle TZ home. And Sensui looking to rush this first major objective.
Not a worth a trade there. Hogan can try to delay, but it looks like Blacklist will take this turtle without a problem.
Should be able to. They're going to try to hold it
turtle
down.
pertama jadi aman kalau Blacklist.
Now Apbr just going to back off here. Blacklist happy with that.
Good read of the situation by Blacklist International, seeing the Kyle TZ got.
Tapi sayang juga kan kalau diorang tak merusuh kan. Popol farming jungle kan, dia dah tak pakai jungle emblem. Walaupun buff dekat Popol ni dekat jungle, dengan tak pakai emblem jungle ni, aku rasa macam kalau dia guna marksman ni kan, kalau dia masuk ke area jungle musuh ni kan, pergi rusuh kan, aku rasa Popol ni sah jadi.
What's going on over there? I mean, it's clear that maybe. Oh wait, Edward! Ooh, eye for an eye, right at the final slash.
Yep, that's what Edward says.
Okay.
The Jefe of the Efe, eye for an eye, EFE.
Great. That works.
Cool.
I like it.
Here we go. Let the Wanderer fight.
Still going to be going here. They find
heavy
the
spin.
lockdown with a heavy spin.
Gwen pun kena bay. Wah.
They can't do it. Blacklist International finds what they need to in the early part of this game. And now they're going to push Super Marco back from the turret as well.
Heb dapat Bruno pula guys.
Trouble could not even get the carts. And look at this 3-minute push is happening.
That's what Blacklist wants to do. And they are able to
guys, kau nampak Bruno tu, dia tak ambil stack dekat dia delay kan stack dia untuk dapatkan supaya sustain. Minion kan on the way datang juga. Dia nak dapat sustainkan stack tu, jadi dia tak hit berterusan guys. Takut nanti tak bersambung.
I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like for this entire series, this is the biggest lead this early on. 2,000 gold right now for Blacklist International. A ton of that also just helping them scale up really well. Again, you mentioned this, Red.
Terus Bruno dapat ni Oheb dapat Bruno. Seronok ada guys dapat Bruno. Thank you Maki Spill supporter 2 tahun 3 bulan. Terima kasih. KL pun ada. Thank you KL Pula brand tak rusuh sudah apa perform. Patutnya kalau marksman rusuh duk. Rusuh kau. Final auto kena 3 lah tu. Turtle kedua menjadi aman kalau Blacklist. Early game dah 3000 gold guys, 3 minit. 4 minit lebih. Besar ni gap ni.
Single heavy spin able to neutralize 2 or 3 heroes from Apbr single-handedly.
Wow, what a surprise pickup
4
by
minit
Blacklist, and it's
40
working out
saat
his
lebih
way.
kurang macam tu,
Working
40
out
lebih.
everywhere as Renegade
Sensu
doing
dah
the
siap
dance
BOD
of
ya guys.
his own song. Maybe it's Renegade. I didn't need to translate it. Baka Renegade ito. And you see right now, just that Irithyll is getting decimated in lane because of how well Blacklist were able to supplement Oheb. Super Marco can't do much. At some point, I think Apbr will have to understand the fact that they will lose.
Oh!
Huge! I'm offended in the final slash!
Baik
What a
dok, combo dia dok.
combination, a wombo combo!
Wow.
Super Marco gets a double kill out of it.
Huge.
Baik dok Gwen.
Apbr clap back right then and there. Heavy spin versus I'm offended. What is a true game changer?
World, those are our roamers for
Electro Funny
M5, and they've been putting on a show so far, and I
Heavy
feel like
spin.
that was the most respectful recall spam ever. That's acknowledgement of game recognized game by Renegade and Ogwin.
Like Ricochet and Will Ospreay from NJPW, you know it, man. Looking at this bottom lane situation, Super Marco recovering well, but Blacklist International, are they stepping on the clutch here? Are they changing gears? Because they know now that, hey, if Ogwin makes the call, they can collapse.
It's going to be a slightly different changing of gears. And by that, I mean they're just going to switch up lanes, try to make the most out of the map space creation from the Benedetta. But yes, they're really going to have to watch their positioning as well. They love clumping up together. They got to be careful with
Kantoi
that.
position Kaltizi.
So far, it's all turtles going over to Blacklist International. Apbr yet to get one. Last one spawning up in the upper quarter.
Mana yang belum bantu
5
saya, bantu-bantu
seconds
like and share
from
lagi
now. And I'm liking the control that Apbr are putting here, because they can force the issue. They can force these big ticket ults, right? But Blacklist International, they're spreading out too far, so not happening just yet. Blacklist looking to keep this 2K gold lead.
As it stands, though, Blacklist International are winning the map. Apbr.
Again, Flap
Oh, ni.
TZ goes in with a flick.
Heavy spin, Electro Funny Blue.
They lose
Keluar
their
pula
jungler,
combo
and
dengan
they're able
Renegade.
to come back. Renegade runs out
Edward,
of here.
dapat stun 4.
Trying to keep them at bay. I'm offended from Ogwin. There's the follow.
Oheb down.
Oheb will fall.
Wah, 4-1
And now it's
kah?
Haji in trouble, all left alone. What a statement from Apbr.
It's the Filipino cannon and Master Ogwin yet again. It looked like Blacklist countered that beautifully with Edward's eye for an eye, petrified. But Apbr said, no, this turtle is
Oh,
mine.
Kaltizi dapat.
Kyle Teasy here scores it with Renegade hoping to maybe find that small frame, that small window
Apa
to
tu
steal.
menang
And
level
with
tu,
that,
Omar TC.
Blacklist loses the lead. Just about 400 gold
Kenapa
ahead.
Popol
Ladies and
sedap
gentlemen,
hyper bah? Dia kena
few
buff
now
apa?
rank second in
Dia
the
kena buff
MPL
bagian jungle.
all-time assists,
Kau kena baca
surpassing
patch, baru kau
Yelly
faham.
Hayes with 2,311.
Oh.
Big fight up top.
There's
TZ,
the lockdown with
ditumbangkan.
heavy spin. They'll find Flap TZ.
Ooh, Renegade still confident. And Blacklist showing Apbr, you can pick, we can pick too. Apbr needs to gather their bearings right now. Super Marco able to push that bottom lane. Side lanes gonna come back for both teams. How well they can manage it, because right now Apbr, they've just been able to catch
pergi si
Blacklist off
Venus.
surprise with those 2 pickoffs that they were able to
Whoa,
do.
whoa, Kyle Teasy.
Stolen.
Got it.
Grand Theft Purple.
Bang.
Guilty. Top lane though, left to his own devices. Oheb, he's farming up pretty well. Again, we talked about how Sensui is the pivot point. He will be the fulcrum of Blacklist's comeback here in this series. But so far, when can we expect Oheb to make a difference?
Well, he has the items right now. Oh wait, no, still just up to a Berserker's Fury. He can make a difference just by staying alive, staying in the back.
Ruby memang sisi dia paling jahat. Yep.
Big difference between him and the Irithyll is just
Edit pun jahat juga tu guys. Edit kalau siapa pandai main semak tu.
The positioning though of Oheb, I must say,
Sangat
he
dia
needs to
awal.
count skills a bit better. Ogwin.
Ogwin
Look at his
looking for his own
bush.
setup here.
Didn't
Tak
check.
perasan gila position dia tak counter duk
This
Ogwen
could be
ni.
very troublesome.
Counter.
Renegade gonna be able to find him out. There's the I'm offended. Can he get away from this? Heavy spin,
Heavy spin.
out, gets dragged back.
Flicker daripada Renegade, satu spell dah dibazirkan.
alive and all this 10 seconds away for the Lord.
2 minutes until Renegade can actually get in with a heavy spin flicker play. That'll make this Lord all the more difficult for Blacklist to secure, which explains why Apbr just standing around here. They're controlling the mid lane, and eventually, oh, there's the pull.
Super Marco,
Lord.
Super Marco, third item.
Telah pun
Great
ditarik
Dragon
oleh
Spear.
Apbr.
This Apbr saying, We'll hit our power spike now and we will
16-3. Gol lead tak jauh beza guys.
Now,
500, 600. Oh, hook flicker.
Battle this out. Ogwin goes
Electro
in.
final blow.
Full on team fight for the
Nedelium
Lord.
kali dibuka
Who's
oleh
gonna
Pew.
get another round gonna be worked on. Super
Ah, Marco down.
Oheb gets the kill. And
Ah,
now looking for
Oheb free. Kaltizi down.
Final round. It's a double for Haji, and Sensui gets the Lord.
A disastrous turn from Blacklist International, isolating the members of Apbr.
Dua marksman guys. Ini push tak lepak kat ni. Pum. Pecah lah.
Useless. Few left here wondering where it all went wrong.
Oheb positioning, fantastic by the Filipino sniper, and Apbr just lacking. Super Marco a little bit too excited with his positioning, but they're going to be going forward.
Heavy
Oh, they
spin.
could be in trouble here. AP wants to fight back, but Renegade keeps him at bay with the heavy spin. That turret held on with 1 HP, but now the Lord makes its way up top.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, heck, ngamuk wah.
Working on that dead lane down bottom, pushing it deep. Apbr are cordoned off. They are locked inside their own base. They have to defend. What's Edward doing?
Oh!
Edward does it. Gets the turret. Can he make the escape here? Final slash gonna keep
Mati
him
Edward
there
ni.
from getting away. Edward will go
Macam terlampau
down,
maksa je.
but he got the base turret.
Expensive, but worth it.
Worth it. Because of the lane equilibrium, Apbr can't actually push out aggressively with a 5 versus 4 advantage, so definitely worth it. A great play there by Agent Zero.
And now bottom lane going to be taken care of. Apbr needs to clean up a bit. They need to turn the map blue because Blacklist International.
Oh, Gwen ni kena
next time a
kutip
big
ni.
fight breaks out. Oh,
Okay.
it's all in favor of them. They're looking at about a 3K, 4K gold lead. Let's check out that Lord turn once more.
What a
Makro
pull
kena
there
tadi
with
fight ni.
Renegade and Koopa. Oheb wasn't even there just
Ni
yet. A
duk.
little bit too
Faham.
early was that initiation.
Kena kejar dengan
by
Popol,
Ogwen.
kena
They didn't
gigit.
know
Semua all in
where
kat dia
to
pula.
put the loss.
Memang
Super
GG
Marco
WLP
off
guys.
position, and
Team
that
Apbr
was
pula
a
all
hell of a
in
turn
pula
by
dekat
Blacklist,
Akai pula.
and also looked like over eagerness from Apbr.
Oh, the communication synchronization of Blacks International compromised Fuse decision making. He held on to the flicker. So he used another round first before flickering in. Didn't even use the flicker in the whole engage anyways. So it was that space difference. He couldn't have saved his teammates.
Crowd goes wild. Apbr Super Marco already has that win of nature.
One of those moments.
One of
one
those
of those.
moments, folks.
You got to be here to witness it, right? But what we are seeing is basically the fact that Blacklist International fighting for their
Conceal.
lives here.
Kantoi.
Oh, spotted out by the trap. They stopped on a little bit of Koopa's doo-doo. That's how I'd like to think the trap is sometimes. But
Isn't it a frost trap?
I mean, that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
If you're
that's what it
Apbr,
feels like, you
If
know.
you're on the opposing side of
6 versus 5 main gini.
That's why
Page-nya gameplay teratur.
say
Popol
what you
jungle
will
paling
about
inovatif
Popol
orang
in the jungle,
Filipino.
but as
Ya.
long as his heroes in the
Boleh
middle
dapat
game,
turret ni. Ni besar
vision
advantage.
suddenly becomes a surplus. You suddenly just control parts of the map you couldn't have prior.
Trap placement, very important. That allows a little bit more breathing room for Blacklist International in terms of dealing with all the surprise engagements that Flap TZ and Ogwen are giving. Again, the pressure being put onto the map by Edward.
Ini kan hati-hati
Just
Marco
too
ni.
much right now for
Edward
Apbr.
kejar dia ni.
Equilibrium isn't on their side. Haji has another realm. They're rushing it.
They're gonna go for
Marksman jauh pula dah kantoi position. Dia boleh dapat lot ni. Boleh paksa war. Heavy spin, kena dua. Lord yang dia beri fokus. Satu tarikan kena ke arah Haji. Edward datang. Nedelium tak boleh buka oleh Pew. Aduh, Marco. Marco.
Oheb is gone. Edward on the chase. Does he
Oh!
Final blow along with it? He'll get it. But members are down for Blacklist International. They got the Lord. They got Super Marco.
Marco bapak offside Mat. Asal game ke apa ni? Kelima ni macam aduh.
They give up the big one. And now Edward still going.
Edward
Okay.
gets
Edward
decimated.
down.
But now Lord here in the mid.
Seram tak tengok position Marco ni.
There's not much they can do
Nak
with
menang
this.
sangat
They
ni.
got some more time.
Gentlemen, I have a theory.
Dia kena reset balik ni. Sumpah, position dia dua team fight tadi kan. Bapak ah.
Master the basics was
Aku tengok aku yang
smiling
goyang,
right
bay.
before the game began. Was it the fact that the heavy spin is now in a roll that previously never had it, and that just nullifies a lot of what Apbr wants to do?
Could have been with a priority on the Valentina. It does seem like it, and it's working very well right now for Blacklist. But AP Bren are keeping this competitive. But Blacklist still in control. Item check right now, fully built. Is that Irithel, if I'm not mistaken? Yes, she is. While the Bruno is just waiting for one more item there, waiting in the wings. Malefic Roar was the last build there for the Irithel. Super Marco needs to be a little bit more safer with his engagements. He's getting kills, but he shouldn't be going down.
I can't blame Super Marco for the record he's had and of course his behavior in the last
Popol tu
two
semi
fights.
tank apa? Aku
Black
rasa
International
full
is so
damage guys.
good at
Popol dia.
dispersing
Full
and
damage,
spreading out
Popol.
damage and threats.
Nak
'Cause
angkat
they
piala
have
cepat tu,
to
ya tu.
One corner isn't safe, and it's as if we're not even mentioning and thinking about Agent Zero's Benedetta. They literally just come in at all angles. I'm afraid that Agent Zero's behind me right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's making his way. Look at him, his positioning constantly.
Secret lab chair.
We know, just the secret lab chair. We know that, but this is what people like to see from Edward, right? He gets a signature pick like this. He constantly puts pressure against the other teams just by split pushing. And not only that, but
Dia nak bagi 4-3 ni
even
lah.
having the Popo on your side, you not only have an extra body, but also the split push potential is there. If they
jungle mati
decide to
sekarang
do a
kita.
last-ditch effort,
Sekarang laku
if
mutu
they
tak
need
nerf
it.
pun.
But right now, that's the main concern for AP Bren is where is Blacklist International coming from?
Yeah. I think AP Bren will want to commit into this. A deeper push.
4-3
up
scripted.
top.
Baik.
Maybe even mid, because
Yeah.
Blacks International is holding on to that tier 1 in mid, and that's a main artery. That's one of the reasons why AP Brand can't rotate or push up as hard,
Yeah.
and that's what's making these major objectives all the more difficult for them to lean into, to commit.
Memang auto split je
Yeah,
Edward
actually,
guys.
that's
Cari
the,
space,
in the
cari
bottom lane,
space.
because it looks
Dia
like
akan
he was
paksa
battling
satu
Super Marco
damage
with the
dealer
push,
pergi
down
defending.
bottom.
Lepas tu dia
Just
nampak
there, the
advantage
fact that the pressure
dekat lot
being
ni.
applied by Edward
Dia
to
akan
the
jadi
opposite
5
side
lawan
is
4 tau.
way too much to handle right now. It's forcing them to react. This is the most reactive AP Bren has looked like this entire series. Edward Haji. Oh, they don't know.
Oh, Few gonna be in trouble!
Oh, few down.
Gets the kill. AP Bren though here on the answer. They're gonna go
Haji
ahead and
down.
work
Lot.
down on Haji. He's down as well.
Berjaya diamankan oleh Blacklist.
Secured
Lot
for
ketiga.
Blacklist International.
That's a heavy spin spent in. Blacks
Dia
International.
cuba paksa perang ni. Nak cuba kurangkan manpower
They
ni.
know that Few is back. Can they force it? AP Bren.
Nope.
They're they're
nope.
looking for the long haul here.
Yeah, they have a minion wave in mid. Actually, a siege minion. They can actually get 2 here in the mid. Depending on where the Lord's going to march. Oh, no, they're not going to go to. They're not going to risk it. A bit more breathing room is just what they wanted. It's 5. Haji will be back in time for a siege.
Ya, okay, diorang cuba clear kat luar ni.
Was the last item built up by the Bruno.
Wow.
Something tells me AP Bren was looking for more in that trade.
Supaya tak pressure dekat dalam.
I think one of the reasons why they also stopped was because of that trap. The flap he stepped on. Oh, NJ.
Renjay gonna get dragged here. Still has the immortality though, so he'll be fine. Can Blacklist International actually do anything with this Lord? They've secured
Bottom.
themselves at the almost 18
Oh,
minute
bottom,
mark.
bottom,
Eyes
bottom.
set on the bottom inhibitor
Lektor
turret.
final blow.
Edward gonna use the final blow out of
Bottom
there.
masih safe.
But still, they're gonna be
Top
putting
lane.
pressure here now on the top and bottom.
Blacks International sieging
Oh.
capabilities.
Edward, mortal pecah.
Immortality gonna be popped. He will go down here. Not able to get the turret. Now they could be caught out. Renegade gonna get
Renegade
pulled.
heavy spin.
Has the heavy spin. So still, AP Brent holds on to the 2 base turrets.
But again, because of
6 lawan 4
management, even
Popol
though they're getting kills on
upah.
Edward, there's someone else pushing
6 lawan
on the
5
opposite side, meaning that the minions are pushed towards the side of AP Bren, and they can't make the most out of a 5v4 advantage. The
Satu bang, late game,
Blacklist
AP Bren yang
slips
berkuasa.
on managing
Baik.
the offside,
Guys, mana yang belum subscribe YouTube channel saya, jangan lupa subscribe kan, dan jangan lupa tekan turn on notification bell korang. Jangan lupa bantu saya juga like dan share kan. Mana yang belum subscribe, jangan lupa subscribe
Heavy
guys.
in mid here. This time around, AP Bren looking to close the gap between them. That 1k gold lead.
Apa muah?
Tier
Uish,
2 down.
bodoh.
Alright, this is going to make
Amat
that
lah,
war
dahsyat
coming up
ni.
in about a minute. All the more a 50-50.
Pengen Venus tak
Blacks
ada, tak
International
ada.
needs to control the long lane here. Talking about bottom.
Back forth and a seesaw.
Full item dah.
So
Super Marco.
Stop that minion wave there, but
Tak ada kasut dah. Oh, head pun dah tak ada kasut.
Few already has a holy crystal, so the damage of this Faramis, yeah, if he didn't hurt, he's gonna hurt even more so now. He actually prioritized the Divine Glaive earlier first.
Conceal.
Traps
The
yet
trap.
again.
Crucial for those. Ogwin could have pulled the trigger, won't do it. This is the disciplined approach that we've seen AP Brent do before. So even with the lead that Blacklist International was holding on to for a while, you can see that they're still struggling to find wins in these fights against AP Brent. That begs the question, do they go for some split pushing potential?
Dekat FL nanti si Venus tu main ke apa? Tak tahu tu. Rasanya tak main
Oh, they
kot.
were spotted out by the
Antara Bruno
sentries.
di kita mana lagi jauh.
All of them? I think right at just the edge there was Ogwin.
Antara
Flap came
Bruno
out
dengan
first.
Steel
Flap
Race
was
mana
able to
lagi
step
jauh.
on
Tak
it.
tahu
So
tu.
now, to answer the question, Blacklist can
Bruno
definitely
kot.
split push. Blacklist can definitely overload AP Bren's decision making.
Here it is.
But AP Bren can decide the turn. If AP Bren finds that perfect turn, which they have yet to do, by the way, folks, in this 20-minute game,
Okay.
then
Lot.
it could be.
Telah pun dimulakan oleh Sensui.
That's the Lord, started up by Sensui, looking for the pull. River control by both. AP Bren now.
Okay.
More bodies on
Seorang
the
akan kena defend bottom je gini. Edward akan buat kerja ni.
Has turned into all 5 into the objective pit with the XP laner of AP Brand forward. Renegade is the one getting vision for Blacklist International.
Dia akan force orang balik ni. Nak tak nak lot ni kena dapatkan ataupun kena force team fight dekat sini.
They're gonna have to rush it. Edward
Edward datang.
now joining this fight. They knows it's gonna break out, but not gonna be able to get there in time. There's the
Nampak kan? Oh, combo! Baik tu.
Haji gonna fall.
Club TZ dengan ni. Oh, Edward ulti. Tembok pula.
Sensui, it's gone.
Oh, head down. GG. Lot, Club TZ dapat. KDJ Immortal pecah. Edward cuba tumbangkan Pemarkus. Pemarkus masih lagi berdiri tegak. Recall lu.
The peel is there.
KDJ down. GG.
It happened. It's just Agent Zero left. It's a 4v1. Run, Edward, run!
But this Benedetto, the minion wave, delaying the clearing. He's holding on for dear life. A legend, Agent Zero, the last hope of Blacklist.
Oh, this is too close to cut it.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Timers, folks.
Apa
And with
benda?
that, the waves are looking lethal. Top and mid. AP Bren are
Apa benda?
escorting
Pause
what
ni,
could
guys.
be the final salvo of a push, a siege for tonight's
Kena flank dengan Ruby dengan ni, guys.
Season 12 is merely
Flap
moments
TZ.
away. Can Blacklist International delay? Can they come back in time?
Wow, what AP Bren did there. Flap, the Filipino cannon yet again with a final
Bren tak bagi
slash
kat
that
lane.
may be the
Dia dah nampak
final
Edward
one
keluar
of
memang
them
auto
all.
fokus dekat ni lot ataupun fokus perang terus duk. Dia dah kurang manpower kat situ.
Through the back of the Lord pit.
Lepas tu jadi
What
cuma
a
tadi
game
team fight.
winning and potentially series winning set for APB. And you see the hive, they feel it. The buzz is in the air.
Something tells me Bees are outnumbered by
Oh, strategi je, guys.
1 to 5 here in EVM. But all the more, that's why it's important for the agents to show up, make some noise, and give support to their team because they need it right at this very moment.
This is going to be possibly a final defense, if you will. And if you looked at the timers before we took this little break, this breather, I'm not sure if they'll be able to be full force to defend it. So it's really up to how Edward can delay some of that until the rest of the team is up because, you know, AP Bren is pretty much, they have it in sight. That's what they're after.
They can smell it.
This could be the end
They can
of the
taste it.
season. Could be the end of the series. Our
Okay.
potential last look at our beautiful crowd.
Well,
Edward dapat defend tak? Aku rasa tak dapat dah ni, guys. Dia akan cuba force end ni. Jangan ada benda-benda pelik, mistik-mistik pelik sudah tu. Electro final blow dekat 1 minion pula. GG. GG. AP Bren champion, guys,
Tonight they are champions in home soil. AP
GG.
Bren are your MPL Philippines Season 12 champions.
Promise
Woo!
finally fulfilled.
Jeez.
Sweeter than honey is the victory long desired.
GG.
The bees are now the best.
This winning moment is brought to you by